What's going on, everyone? It's your boy 70H8, aka 70Hate, and we're here today with a quick moveset video. This time we're going to be going NU with Sceptile. Now Sceptile is normally seen as a special attacker with a ton of speed. Usually runs something like Leaf Storm on it, but we're not going to be doing anything special with this thing. We're going to be going all physical with normal attack. You can see we're invested in normal attack. As well as speed, so we're going to be going jolly here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but we're going to be going jolly, so it's going to be adding speed, it's subtracting special attack, because regardless of this stat, we can't use special attack. And here's the proof. You got to look at some of the moves that he learns. Tell me when you see a special move. You probably don't see very many because all of them are physical. Then again, I didn't give you time to see it, but you got stuff like Dragon Pulse, you got Focus Miss, Energy Ball, Leaf Storm, Solar Beam. But who wants to charge up a turn and then hit the second turn, or go 130 damage for a lowered special attack? I don't want to do that. No one wants to do that. That's not good. That's not a good trade-off unless you're a dragon and you've got a ton of special attack and you've got a white herb or something like that. But this isn't a white herb set, this is a focus sash set, and I'll explain that in a second. But we're going physical, so we gotta go investment in physical and investment in speed, because one of the main things we need to do with this is outspeed, as well as utilize the physical attacks. So focus sash looks a little foreign here. You wouldn't normally see a focus sash. You'd normally see something like a life orb, maybe specs, or if you're running physical moves like this, you could put a choice band on it. But then you're restricted to one move, and you want this thing to be as versatile as possible, especially when using this set. So a focus sash, if you don't already know, is going to allow you to survive one attack from full HP down to 1 HP. So if you are at full HP and you get hit by something that would normally OHKO you, you will live with 1 HP. So that is very good. Considering this thing is weak to so many types. This thing is weak to flying, ice, fire, bug. All those things will tear you apart, especially with its awful defense. It's got 65 defense, base regular defense, and then 85 base special defense. And we're not investing in them at all. We're not subtracting them, but we're not investing in them. So they're still not very good. This, regular defense is still 166, which is not that great. So we need to be able to live one attack with 1 HP, and we want to be at 1 HP because rhyming accidentally, but if we do that, we get our overgrow boost. Now a lot of people would normally run Unburden on this and use something like Fling, or if you predict a knockoff, switch into this and get your item knocked off so that you get super speed. But we've already got decent speed. We don't need to boost it anymore, so we'll run Overgrow, so that when we are at 1 HP, we get super crazy powerful leaf blades, because they're 1.5 times powerful, which is like the difference between 90 and like 140 for a leaf blade. It's crazy. Not only that, but once we get focus sashed, once we're down to 1 HP, we also don't have an item, so acrobatics is going to do double the attack that it normally does. So it'll be at 110, plus our swords dance boost, which I'll explain how to use it in a little bit. We're also going to run Drain Punch for coverage against stuff like ice types and normal types, so Chatot will die in one hit with this thing. Stuff like Beartick, Avalugg, they won't do very well against this. Maybe Avalugg will be able to take one hit, but Drain Punch will do pretty good. You can also run Brick Break in case you want to get rid of some of these screens that they're going to be bringing up or something like that. Maybe you could run Earthquake, but I definitely want to run a fighting move here. And Drain Punch is my favorite because it'll bring back some HP so that you can live, some normally effective moves, not super effective. But you want to stay in overgrow range. That is crucial. So let's go ahead and roll a quick video here, to a quick clip showing you how to do this in an actual battle. So you can see here, I was actually in with my Electabuzz. His Sock is going to destroy me, so I want to get a clean switch into my Sceptile. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and go into my Excelgor. Probably wasn't the best move in my opinion, since it wasn't really a clean switch. But he's going to go into his Regirock. I'm going to go for the U-turn just switch straight out into my Sceptile. And once the Sceptile is out, he's actually going to switch as well. So that was a clean switch, and he's going to go ahead and switch. So I'm going to go for a Swords Dance there. Now I get to go for another Swords Dance because he switched out again. And it's crucial that you get these Swords Dances off because everything's going to OHKO you. You can see the Mega Horn normally would have OHKO'd me, but luckily I held on with my Focus Sash. So he's then going to switch out again, which is amazing. But I was going to go for the Acrobatics either way. So obviously that's going to destroy a Jump Bluff. It's 2x super effective because of the Grass type. But it shouldn't really matter. You know, you see Seismitoad come in. We get the Overgrow boost, plus the Swords Dance boost, plus the 4x super effective on Seismitoad with Leaf Blade. Works amazingly. We get a really good Leaf Blade on Archeops here. Probably a little bit better than Acrobatics in that case. So that's going to knock it out easily. Acrobatics will destroy Sock, being 2x super effective and only at 62%. He'll then switch into his Regirock, and we can just go for an easy Leaf Blade on him, knocking him out, no problem. And then he's going to switch into his Rapidash, which we wanted to knock out from the beginning. He has no chance, even though Rapidash has good speed. Sceptile is easily going to outspeed it and go for the Acrobatics, which will easily knock it out. So we can see how powerful Sceptile can be when all of these things come together perfectly. So we've got the speed investment on our side, we've got the attack investment, plus the Swords Dances. So in case you didn't realize how I ran that, you want to have no hazards on the field, and you want to switch in on something, a clean switch in on something that will not want to stay in. So something like Regirock, or something weak to Grass type, you will want to switch in on them as a clean switch with no rocks, because if there are rocks, it'll break the sash and everything will die, everything won't work. If there are spikes, it'll kill everything. If there's status, Sceptile won't work. So you'll want to switch in on something that is weak, and predict them to switch out, because if they switch out, you get 2 Swords Dances off. But if they don't switch out, then you automatically get 1, because they won't be able to knock you out with 1 hit. So no matter what, you should get 1 Swords Dance off, unless you're going against something like Excelgor, which is going to outspeed you any day with a base of 145 speed stat. So as long as you don't get in on an Excelgor, you should be good with this. Really high attack. After you get even 1 Swords Dance off, you'll still be in Overgrow range and Acrobatics range, so you'll still get the attack boost as well as a Swords Dance, even if you don't get 2 Swords Dances off. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't say too many times, because I realize I've re-recorded this like 5 different times because of how many times I've said the word So hopefully it wasn't too bad this time. I just said again. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.